All right, my name is Daniel Wynn, and today I will be talking about SEE number four. And today's topic is persuasion, right? So, the most important thing to know uh, about persuasive speeches, is that you can change someone's ideas or like beliefs that they had before, right? So, it's important to know that it's important to know what persuasion is and what persuasive speeches are, so that you don't become a victim to it. And what I mean by victim is like when when let's say like you're watching TV, right, and you go on to one of those channels where they're like act now, right, because they have a limited amount of it, or the sale is limited and it's the most wanted thing ever, right? But in reality, those items are just sitting there, right? But they're telling you to act now because they're making you like worry and trip up, right? So that you actually intend to buy it, but you're not really buying it, and um, that's just one way that like they're trying to persuade you. So it's important to know what it is, just so that you don't buy it actually, and um, and that's actually one of the strategies they use, which is just to persuade you, right? But they make you fall victim to it. And in class, we were talking about persuasions and persuasive speeches, like how someone was talking about like the morality of it, the ethics to the speeches. And when we're talking about ethics and speeches, right? Um, uh, shit. When you're talking about ethics and speeches and persuasive speeches, right? It's like, those people on college campuses. I'm not gonna say who, but I'm pretty sure you know who is like on campus, right? They have a setup. You sit down, and then there's a topic to it, right? And you have those people who like rage bait other people, right, for views and stuff. Which, I mean, it's cool, it's whatever, but they're trying to persuade you into thinking one thing is better than another, right? And something that goes along with persuasive speeches is claims, or facts, and facts. Where to persuade someone, a lot of the time people are going to be looking for facts, which is why, when you're in an argument or whatever, bring up facts, which is really important, right, to change someone's ideas or thoughts. And when you're talking about like morality or immoral, right, some of the claims would be, let's say, dating people on the internet is an immoral form of dating. That's claims, and that's the claims that people value, because people tend to value like ethics or morality, right? Or you could use like certain words, right, to intensify, or not really intensify, but to make your argument stronger or sound stronger, would be SUVs are gas guzzling monstrosities, right? When someone uses the word monstrosity, it's a really it's a really more intense form of persuasiveness, right? And or when you're talking about uh, ethics, right? Someone will say it's unfair for a pregnant woman to have special parking at malls and shopping centers and stores, right? Because those parking spots are usually reserved for disabled people, and pregnant people aren't disabled, right? They just probably have a hard time doing stuff like normal people if they're not pregnant, whatever, right? But that's really the ethics to it, the ethics and morality to it. It's, would you give one thing over another when you're trying to persuade someone?